Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, October 16th. um, we are entering a kind of waxing moon phase. I think we had a new moon a couple days ago. We had the eclipse this weekend, a lot of interesting celestial events launching us into this week. I've been learning how to tap into the energies of the moon to kind of add some structure to my own planning. And as uh, a human of generation Gen X, some of the stereotypes of our generations are stereotypes because they are true for a lot of us. Rejection of authority, um, kind of some fierce independence, that kind of thing. And I was just having this conversation last week with some folks at a training that we were doing in Idaho about how much I had to kind of reprogram myself around discipline, which to me always sounded like a dirty word and sounded like punishment, and structure, which always felt very confining. And I got a lot of head nods and affirmation from my Gen X folks that they too found themselves similarly reflexively rejecting anything that smacked of discipline or structure. So, in trying to find the kind of structure that I need and discipline that feels like commitment and, a gentle accountability rather than punishment, the moon has really been kind of a neat way to organize my time and tap into just, the energies of celestial events and a lot of ways that our ancestors used to anyways. Let's rediscover that stuff and see how we can, modify it and make it applicable to the 21st century. So anyhow, yes, we just had a new moon. We're in this waxing moon phase where this is about kind of getting clear on our intentions and really putting our energies into manifesting those things that we need, that the world needs, kind of showing up in our plans and taking those action steps to bring to life our dreams for ourselves and one another. So in that vein, the ancestors gave us the muse last week, which felt very on message since we were doing training, and a lot of kind of informal coaching happens in those training environments where we're working with leaders. And we have kind of a general idea outline of what we want to cover in the training. They tell us that they want this particular topic reviewed. And yet, even within that topic, there's so many different avenues to explore and places to go, deep on kind of a theme within that topic. So the muse felt like the right energies last week to hopefully inspiring folks to step into their growth edges around being collaborative with one another and really activating kind of positive sum practice in a world that feels sometimes more and more polarized and zero sum, especially after the news of last weekend. Many of us are, if anybody has had any experience with seeing the firsthand kind of fallout of war and conflict, as a kid, when these things kind of fire up in different places on the planet, I think many of us who had a first row seat on seeing any of that immediately feel a bit on edge and kind of hyper vigilant, to use a term from kind of what we know about the trauma response. At any rate, the message this week is the collaborator. Sorry that that's reversed. I haven't figured out all this camera stuff, but the collaborator. I co-create to create. So yeah, we can't do this work alone. Not only the work of inspiring, equipping, and amplifying change agents in their positive sun practice, but just the operational work that it takes to run an organization, to deliver that curriculum and support leaders in their journeys and applying it, and just all the back of the house stuff that happens. Like, I kind of cleaned up back here, but I turned this camera around and you'll see piles of stuff and a suitcase is exploded and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of work that happens on the front end and the back end when we have to travel for this work. And I absolutely love it. And I mean, all of it, them to stern, stoop to nuts. I love every piece of it. And I'm also learning how to, incorporate the structures and disciplines into my own life and how I show up in my work life, my work and life. I guess they're interrelated. To make it all roll without feeling like I'm under the wheels of it rolling over me. Anyhow, I hope everyone has a moment of feeling safe today, feeling love today. I hope we're able to take those feelings and share them with other folks and amplify them across, our workplaces, our families, our communities, in the world. We really need it right now. An embrace of this reality that we're all connected and our fates are interdependent, regardless of what, some leaders may be telling us around, our relationship with those who choose to do us harm. There's a lot of pain and suffering in the world, and every interaction with another human being is an opportunity to either perpetuate it or relieve it in some way. And I just hope we can step into those choices even when they're hard and love one another. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful week ahead. Please get in touch if you need anything.